Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I coach people and organizations to play big. Now, I was reminded recently that sometimes managers have one mode of operating, and that is they beat their employees to submission. They take the spirit away from them. They punish them if they are not perfect according to their standards. Now, I'm not saying that you tolerate screw-ups. I want to be clear about that. Screw-ups need to be corrected. But a lot of managers seem to operate in one mode. And I was reminded of it from something that happened this week with a solopreneur I coached that reminded me of something years ago. I had an employee working for me who really wanted to do well. And she was a beginner, fresh out of school, commuting 2 hours each way from New Jersey to my offices in New York. And then she would do the same in reverse, make calls at night after having a slice of pizza that she had thrown in the oven, making very little money, and she wasn't getting results. And I sat her down after she came in crying one day after doing this for a few months. This isn't working. It's awful. Oh, and she really was trying. And I sat her down and I said to her, as I'm going to say to you now, you're trying too hard. People can hear in your voice that you're desperate and you don't know quite what you're doing yet, and you're trying to use incredible effort in order to get things done. And it's not working for you. What I want you to do is leave a little bit earlier, get home, get some sleep, relax a little bit, play, have some fun. And she became a great performer for me. Recently, a solopreneur I've been coaching came to me because business was mediocre. He was in a situation where he needed to sell his firm or sell his lease or handle his lease in some way because he was having financial problems. And he was trying to improve his practice, but he couldn't get a grip as to what to do to change things. And we spoke about a variety of tactics and eventually got to implement tactics, but ultimately the bigger picture was for him to feel good about himself. No one wants to date someone who's desperate. No one wants to do business with someone who seems desperate. And if you're a manager who's managing people who are trying, but your tactics are not working, you need to learn new tactics. And I want to give you a measure for what was the trigger to all of this. And that is noticing that on YouTube, there are people who are making a great living by not developing content that teaches people anything, but it's fun. Fun. People enjoy themselves as they watch this, and they feel better as a result. You can create stuff, you can create contests, you can create situations where people start to feel good about themselves even while you're struggling. It doesn't need any money. You can have a 30-minute break where everyone watches YouTube for the sake of argument and shares comments. Millions of different possibilities, only limited by your own imagination. You need a break too, just like with some of these folks. You can't always be whipping the horse and expect the horse to respond. Eventually, the horse in the race that's whipped doesn't respond to the whip, and the jockey loses them, right? Well, you may be losing some of your employees. Don't always go to the whip. Fool them. Fool yourself. Have some fun. Bring the spirit of play back into your office. Stop beating everyone up. And you'll find that if you make a switch, it's not going to be instantaneous because they're not going to trust the switch, but you're going to, number one, bring some flexibility to your response so they can't anticipate, that you're going to go, oh, you screwed up. And you're not going to be constantly beating them up. You're going to be encouraging them to have fun, reminding them if they make a mistake, what they can do to correct it without, punishing them, using awareness that doesn't indicate any judgment on your part. You can say something along the lines of, hey, look, I know you want to do a good job. I think you messed up in this case. I know you know better, but, consider that in this situation, you might have tried this. Yeah. I got it. As soon as I got off the phone with that customer, you know what it's like. Sometimes we all make mistakes, even you. So instead of always bringing out the whip, take it a little bit easier. I'm Jeff Altman. If you're interested in my coaching, reach out to me, jeffaltmancoach@gmail.com. Be happy to schedule time with you. I work with career changers, job hunters, solopreneurs, small business owners. I love working with people who are challenged, and I'd love to help you. Hope you have a great day. Take care.